Protect and destroy. Destroy. Protect. I am made to protect and destroy. Protect and destroy. Destroy. Protect. I am made to protect and destroy. Protect.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. Glad to see you all here. Yeah, so it has been a while, and I just realized I only got the Twitter notice off, so let me make a quick, uh, let's see, let me just copy this. In fact, let me go ahead and pull over over here. Maybe. There we go. Let's copy this, go over into, there's my Discord button. Where are you? Notes around here. Why am I not seeing? There it is. All right. Where is the channel? Should be this one. There we go. Oh, that is. Let's copy. That's not the one that I want. Let's take a look at. There we go. This is the one that I want. Uh-oh. What? Why did I get a, well, shit. I got a timeout from them for some reason. Oh, well. Uh, I'll worry about that later then. That's a shame. I don't know why it, did that, but yep. Um, I'll have to. What's up, Drawn Devil? How's it going? Sorry, I was trying to post some Discord links. Let me see if I can. Where is? Uh, okay, there's got to be at least a support channel somewhere here. Um, you know what? Let me just go ahead and message one of them if I can. All right, let me send a message to them on that. Maybe that'll do something. Don't like outright messaging people on that, but it kind of required me to. Got glad to have me back. Sorry, the comp didn't go so well. Yeah, the comp was, at least the Orlando one wasn't as great as I would have liked it to have been. It was slow and boring, and it just dragged on. It was not all that enjoyable. And then every single day that I woke up, I was even more exhausted than the previous. Like, I'm also surprised that I got any energy to do anything right now. I'm gonna see if I can pull up some of the comp videos that we can go over that I got recorded. Some of them I've already uploaded onto Twitter. Others I haven't, but we'll go from there. I might have to transfer them over into my into the computer first, so we'll see what happens with that. Aside from that, I'll probably be doing some. So the entire comp was organized and handled by Yes, 100%. It was handled by people that constantly make changes for vendor locations every single time, and this time around, it was an overall shit ass spot that was expensive to be at. Basically, the cost to get there, the cost of the spot, the food costs, and then the lodging costs, as well as travel, like taxi to and from during that time. Yeah, I think we ended up losing money from doing that. So it was far less than ideal. Newbie, thanks for the lurk. And goddamn Twitch, your numbers, view numbers are absolute garbage. I know I've been gone for like 2 weeks, but I see more than just one person in the, okay, now 2 people. Wow. And there's more than 2 people in the there that I know that are there. So it's like I I don't get the viewership. It's well, it's Twitch. They're always pretty crap on that. A little bit of information. Not gonna lie, not a dancer by any means, but about the passion. So there's a little bit of mistake there, Devil, in that I was there for the dance competition. I was there for work. I wasn't really competing. So I was there as a vendor, and the organizer just doesn't give a shit about vendors. So it was basically, as a vendor for going there, was absolute dog shit. They made it to where before the vendors could be out in the hallway, and this is in Orlando at a Disney, not Disney hotel, but Disney affiliated hotel, and the ballroom and the hallways are absolutely massive. The first year that I was there, we were out set up in the hallway. All the vendors were in the hallway, so you'd walk down the hallway and you would see the setup. Hello, Quatch, how's it going? So yeah, you would see the entire setup from the hallway. You would see the dresses, the jewelry vendors, the everything there. And the vendors are not going to make the place look trashy. If you make it look like trash, you're not going to entice people to come in and take a look at your stuff. And for like dresses and that, so being contest, oh yeah, supposedly there was a lot more people there than previous years, where there were pretty much no breaks through the entire thing, and that's kind of how it went. But for vendors, it was dog shit. They put all the vendors into one room where they were having the practice rooms, and that's where you saw on Twitter my videos of the people practicing, as well as the seminars. Now, they also put the seminars in the same place that they had the vendors, which is a mistake for vendors, because you get the seminars going on, the people are talking on the microphones, they're walking past the door, they're seeing people on the floor, they're seeing that it's a seminar. They're like, well, I can't go in there right now because I'm not going to go in there for the seminar. So they don't go in there. And so for 2 hours, the entire vendor space was shut down. Think of it if you're at an anime convention and they put all the vendors in the vendor room, but they also have panel events going on in the vendor room. And while the panel events are going on, you got the microphone and everything going on during the panel events. It kind of makes it to where people are not going to be there shopping in the vendor space like they would normally be doing. It would be a god-awful setup for the convention to have any kind of panels happening in the vendor space. The vendors would not like it, and the panelists generally won't like it. That's kind of how this was, is that you had the vendors in the panel space for the convention, and it was also being used as a practice floor. It's, with how large it was and with the setup, with it being mostly older people, they just did not want to walk all the way to the end, like with where we were at. And so it was not great. And where I was saying is, like, the first year that I went, we had the competition had all the vendors out in the hallways, and the vendors are going to take the time and effort to make their space look really good, accessible, and people are going to want to come in, and it showcases what you have for sale. So basically, you get, as an organizer, effectively people that are sprucing up the area and paid you for a vendor space, and they're gonna decorate it with their stuff. So that's free decoration for you that you're getting paid for. Because I recalled you saying that the competitions in your form of dancing are just based on nepotism. Yes, so that's also true. thought the entire thing was a farce from the get-go when you said you went poorly. So I don't know. I didn't get the chance to see much of the professional competition, so I don't know what the placements were. But yes, that is also true there that nepotism plays a big part in placement for professional dancers with where they're at. So if you want to do really good as a professional dancer and get basically try to get championship stuff and be a champion level dancer, you have to have been a champion amateur dancer first, which does require having spent money with those adjudicators who are also coaches. So, and then you have to hit competitions so often. It is costly. Like, you have to be almost competing once or twice a month, and in order to get your name out there, have yourself as a recognizable figure, you still have to dance well. So don't get me wrong, even though it's kind of rigged in a way, the people that get to that level that are the champion dancers are still really good dancers that are absolutely worthy of being at that level. But whoever ends up being like the number one isn't necessarily the person that is most deserving of being number one. Now, everybody that's in the final is almost always deserving of to be in that final. Very rarely do I see it where the people that should be in the final don't make it to the final. In other words, if you want to be a champ, you need to sleep with the judges. That's kind of one way to put it. And you'd be shocked, or probably not so shocked, to find out how frequently that kind of stuff has happened. Not necessarily with the judges, but all the little interpersonal drama with a whole bunch of professionals with their dancing. It is highly common that you get a professional couple that is in a relationship. So they might start out as a dance couple, and that's all they're doing. Well, with the nature of this type of dance, it's a partner dance. So you spend a lot of time with that individual, and things develop. It becomes no longer just a dancing relationship, but a physical relationship on top of that. So you get a lot of dance couples that do get married and are basically married. Well, not basically, they are. And then at some point, they end up splitting up as a dance partnership, and then lo and behold, they're now divorced. So that kind of thing happens a lot. There's a lot of big names out there in the dance world that have had those kind of things surrounding them. And there's a lot of gossip that happens. It's basically because once you get up there in the champion level, you know the dancers, you know the other people that you're competing against, you see them all the time. And then you also end up seeing the judges. You've built up relationships over years with these individuals, so you know them, they know you, you're all kind of buddy-buddy. So gossip gets around. I would say that if you thought the VTuber drama on Twitter was bad, but no, VTuber drama on Twitter is worse than the gossip drama that you get in the dance world. The difference is, like, arguably there's more money being made in the dance world than there is on Twitter and VTuber drama, just because there's a lot more of that in that regards. So yeah, it gets interesting. Happens all the time in contests devoid of integrity. Yep. Yeah. That is very, very true. And when there's money involved, that's always a very common thing.
Gilbert, gossip Freed here. I love dancing gossip. It feeds my soul more than my rendition of the aristocrats.
Yep. By the way, Ryron, how's it going? It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope everything's going well for you. So one of the things that I was working on trying to get set up before stream today was get VBridger to work, but I am currently on my other Steam account and VBridger does not have family sharing enabled, so I'm just using V2 Boot Studio because I do not have Dune Awakening on my streaming Steam account. Been busy with job, unfortunately, get back on the house at some point, or the horse at some point. Oh yeah, no worries. I'm just happy to see a name that I have pop up in chat that I have not seen a while. So, just glad to hear everything is going on all right with you. Oh, I just realized that the TTS did not go through. Let me see if I need to. I probably need to refresh that channel part. Pangaea. Let's scroll down, refresh cache. Alright, so that's done. Let's just go ahead and select everything here. I wish there was a quick, there we go. We're just going to refund all of those. Hope you're successful in your dream of us. I hope so too. Like I said earlier today, I had the interview with a Fred Astaire dance studio. So that kind of looks promising. We'll see how that goes on that. I've got to wait for their response to end up coming back.
Gilbert, gossip
because
Freed
my
here.
schedule until
I
October
love dancing gossip.
Competitions and everything
It
is
feeds my soul
I thought I was
more
gonna have
than my
more
rendition
time
of the aristocrats.
Getting home yesterday and my next competition, I thought it was going to be the UK, but come to find out that next week is another competition that I'm going to be in Cincinnati for. And then the following weekend after that, I've got one in Dallas. And then the following weekend after that is the UK. And then at the end of October is back in Orlando for the Fred Astaire Nationals competition. So yeah, my schedule's way more packed this month and next month than I had actually thought and wanted. Yeah, that's some traveling. I did finally manage to get approved for a travel card. However, the unfortunate part of that travel card is that it is only a $300 limit. So that's basically only going to cover Ubers and the food expenses. But it is $300, so it's basically going to be in the span of a week. It gets maxed out, then I pay it off, and then probably within 3 months I can get them to expand the credit on it so that it becomes more useful. because I would love to start getting the points for all the travel that I'm doing. Expenses, start paying for the hotels and airfare for myself, and then get reimbursed by the company for that, and then I get the points. It'll probably take another 6 to 12 months for that potential limit on the card to do that, because I would figure I probably need like a $3,000 limit for that, which, yeah, with my credit rating right now, I checked my credit rating, and it's so bullshit with how credit is. I had near 700 points last year. I was like at 680, something like that, come July of last year. Your schedule's more packed than Bonnie Blues. Oh god, damn it, devil. But yeah, so I had my where was I? Oh yeah, my credit score last year around June was around a 780, and I made the final payment on my truck. So I completely paid off the auto loan, and it was like a year in advance because it was not gonna due to mature until this year, and I overpaid on it. So I got like $300 back from them for having overpaid on the truck. But when I looked at my credit rating, it's, are you wrong? Yes, because Bonnie Blue's more worn than I am. God, that came out wrong. There's no good way to put that. But yes, so my credit rating dropped from like a 680 to a 605 when I checked it. And then I get my, oh yeah, they hate it when you pay off early. Well, I don't even think it would have mattered if I paid it off at all. It's the fact that the account was paid off and then closed. So my credit score took a ding of 75 points. It just tanked. And so I went from nearing like having good, almost great credit to dropping down to 600. So I'm at fair credit now. And then I get the card yesterday approved for the travel card, and it goes from 605 to 592 or 598. So it drops. Now I've got it less than 600, all because I got a $300 credit card assigned to me. It's absolute complete bullshit. It makes no sense. Devil's a beautiful young lady anyone would be like to have. Here's a very important thing, Devil. Are you sure about that? Because remember the I don't know if you saw that entire discussion that I had on Twitter just a few days ago about the whole thing with Zen. For all you know,
I could be sounding like this instead, and this is my actual voice.
And this is what you think is the fake voice. Or this could be my real voice.
And this could be the fake voice. You never can tell.
What is it they say about girls online? There's no such thing as a girl on the internet, it's a guy in real life. Speaking of, because I did
mention that I've got this going on for that, which is also a channel point redeem for Twitch, by the way.
I've finally made a installment on the model and rigging for the male model. So that is now officially, I had the character art done, but the model is now officially in the works. So do terrible credit trick, take out a year-long personal loan in January and pay it off in November or December, eat the interest and get a big credit jump. Yeah, that's a lot of what I'm seeing on that. Not gonna lie, that male voice sounds way faker, like it's so boring. Hey, I went through a lot of effort to make the voice changer that I use sound as convincing as possible. So that's honestly something that I take great pride in, the fact that, in my opinion, nobody's able to actually tell whether it's the real voice or not. And that is the entire point of why I did it. Aside from the fact that I had always intended to have at least 3 models that I was going to swatch, the words. I was always going to have at least 3 models that I would swap between this male, or the female model that you see now, the male model that's currently in the works, and then the animal form model because of the character being a shapeshifter. As the iteration that I'm using as a VTuber model is a character that I designed for Shadowrun back on 4th edition, at least maybe over 15 years ago. I don't remember if I made the character before or after I got out of the military. I was still playing on message boards, so I think I made Alexia before I went into the military, so that was probably around 2008 to 2009. And yeah, it was a Fox shapeshifter of Shadowrun 4th edition, which I created a whole backstory for, of using like Native American shaman vocal story traditions for explaining the entire thing, because the character had a spirit pact that made the character basically get the shape-shifting powers and became immortal. It sounds unnatural to me, at least, like I'm listening to someone impression of Kylo Ren when he's wearing the mask. Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, so the character was a shapeshifter, Fox shapeshifter, and then I got into Exalted and basically found out that there's shapeshifters in Exalted. So that's where I ended up moving the character from Shadowrun into Exalted as a lunar. That's why you see the crescent moon on the forehead, because that was the cast of lunar. Basically, the Exalted, the casts of the Exalted would have emblems show up on their foreheads to denote what type of Exalted and what caste they were part of. And so that's why the crescent moon is on the forehead. And one of the powers as the Exalted the character ended up getting was the ability to split themselves in 2, as each one having the shape-shifting ability, and then had the ability to change their gender as well. So that's why I got the animal, male, and female parts for this character, because of how it's evolved through different tabletop iterations. So it's all interesting. Speaking of tabletop games, not a worn out, or yeah, no, I'm definitely not. Because I have not done anything like that in, God, how many months? It's been a while. But there's one thing that I'm actually kind of wanting to do. I kind of want to end up remaking a Decker character that I had for Shadowrun that I made with the old 2000s meme Leet Speak as his alias, calling himself Overlord in Leet Speak. Animal, male, and female parts sound sus. Well, yeah. I will not confirm nor deny nor admit or not admit whether or not I had ERP'd with that character. You will never get in on that. Yes. It was Leet Speak of Overlord was the character's name. He was a script kiddie in Shadowrun, which basically means that he's a hacker. And I made him a young teenager that was enamored with pre-crash memes, music, and all that. So he was a Matrix, basically like a VR chat DJ in his free time using his avatar and all that, but he would never show up to runs at all in his flesh suit. I ain't heard the team of Leet Speak in a long time, right? I'm kind of dating myself here with the fact that I even know what it is, but I mean, it's no secret that I'm 37, so yeah, I'm old enough to know what Leet Speak is and be familiar with most of the memes before we call them memes of the early internet and all that. Which, speaking of early internet, one of the things that I'm going to be doing with later this week, I'm trying to get some of the art that I can do to make it going online for Twitter and all that for later this week on Thursday, is going to end up being since I see so many people complaining about ads on Twitch, I'm going to be doing a collab with Evertrua on Thursday, probably around 3 p.m. or sometime after 3. We haven't quite got the time set down on Thursday for when we're going to be doing it, but it's going to be after 3 p.m. my time, which is Central. And it's going to be taking the ad manager on Twitch, cranking it all the way up. Like, where it is right now, I have it set up where the research that I've done shows that an ad break every 30 minutes for about a minute and a half is the most tolerable for people to see and not feel overwhelmed with. It's because there's decades of research done with the communications and TV with how much they can load ads in to maximize profit and maintain viewer engagement. And they found that no more than about 90 seconds or so, spaced out at reasonable intervals, like that's why you get with one ad break in every side of a 30-minute show. It's at the beginning, the middle, and the end between the 30 minutes, so you get 15 minutes of that, then the program's broken by a ad break, then it comes back and finishes off. So that's why you get about 25 to 26 minutes of, like, anime is about 25 to 26 minutes after you take the intro and the outro out, and then the ad break in the middle. I've made it over a decade since the last time that lost the game, but this seems like a good time to lose it again. Yes, you did in fact lose the game. So the research showed that about a minute and 30 seconds worth of ads every so often, reasonably spaced out inside of the time, is enough to where it doesn't overwhelm the viewer. And so that's why I've got it set up every 30 minutes on mine at 90 seconds, because that's what I've seen from all the research is to be the most tolerable, because I already know that Twitch is going to run 3 minutes of ads regardless of what I do on the channel, because I've got the affiliate status. I cannot have less than 3 minutes on the stream per hour. Twitch will run 3 minutes of ads, and if I don't have it set up to where it's manually setting 3 minutes, there's going to be pre-roll ads run until it gets to the 3 minutes based off whatever there is. And I don't get to choose when those pre-rolls happen. So that's why people that turn the ads off, they still get people complaining about that, because ads will still be run, and they're going to be run at the worst possible times for the viewer and the streamer. And the streamer is not going to know when. But this brings me into what the plan was for the collab on Thursday, is that we are going to maximize the ads on Twitch, so people will see exactly how bad Twitch ads can actually be. But we are intending to make those ads as part of our stream content for that stream. We are going to end up doing it, because the funny part of that is that I have no idea what ads are going to be played that day. Probably when they're played, I'm just going to basically getting the notice that ad break is starting in a few minutes. So we will have time to gas up the ad that's going to play, and we're going to have no idea what's played on the ad. And then when it comes back, we have to talk about the ad. We're doing it like the old PBS donathons. The whose line is it anyways, PBS donathon style, because we'll have jack shit knowledge of what was in that ad, and we will have to improvise everything that we do on that. And I have no idea how horrible or hilarious it's going to end up being, but I hope it's going to be funny, because it sounded like the idea itself would be funny. At least we should make the ads be some part of the content, so that it ends up, I mean, I would just think that that would end up making some part of it being interesting for the overall content. Because most people complain about the ads and try to do so much to end up getting rid of them, and we're doing the exact opposite for that day, is we're just doing all ads and seeing how the shenanigans can go. So I will not be multi-streaming that day. I will only be streaming on Twitch for that purpose, simply because the only way to end up getting the full extent of that experience is going to be from the stream on Twitch. So who am I collabing with on Thursday? It is going to be the streamer Ever Trua, another Orca. Let me actually see something real quick. Is she? She is not, but maybe I can pull her into chat at some point later tonight to kind of live go over some of what is going to be the plan for that. We'll see. Otherwise, it's going to be a complete cold go through, and we'll just do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. But I think that's going to be kind of funny. I'm not sure how I'm going to end up recording it for any clips, because the ads don't usually come through on the VODs. Am I gonna have to do a screen capture recording at the same time for that stream? I might have to with one. That's tough to figure out. Ah, swallowed spit. Went down the wrong way. Dying. yeah, so I have no idea how the that particular stream is going to end up going. No idea how I'm going to do any kind of VODs from that include the ads, because the ads are going to be part of that particular stream. Or it's just going to be completely, you know what, that might even make funnier VODs, because there's just going to be the complete out of context for anything that anybody is watching it afterwards would have no idea what's aren't most ads targeted, and people see different ones. Actually, yes, Wyvern, that is how that goes. So that's going to make things even funnier, because there is no way that we're going to know what you are seeing for the ads. Even if I pull up the thing on my end for that, oh god, we should definitely, should tell Trua to have it come up on her end for what she's seeing on ads. I have mine, and then we just kind of go off of that for... This is going to be so chaotic. It's... And then the VODs afterwards, like if we take... I'm sure there's going to be clippable stuff that are going to be so out of context, because the VOD will not have any ads in it, nor will the clips, so nobody would have any idea what the fuck is happening during that time. So it's going to be interesting. It's not going to matter at all what we end up doing, because, like, as you said, everybody gets targeted ads, and will be different. The only thing that's going to be the consistent aspect is that the ads will start for everybody at the same time. So it's going to be one of those that if you want the most experience off of that one particular stream, as even if for my subscribed viewers here, turn the ads on for that one day so that the subscription is not skipping the ads for you. Because, like I said, that day the ads are absolutely going to be part of our content. What's up, Wrath? How's it going? How have you been? It's been way too long for me to have not been able to stream or see you, even though it's been like, what, 2 weeks? But I haven't been able to talk to you in a lot longer than just that. But you just got off work? Fantastic. I hope you had a good day off of work. I am doing pretty good. Finally glad to be back home, even if it's only for a short period of time. Was just telling, I don't know how much you caught of what I was saying before you joined chat about what my stream is going to be on and about on Thursday. But if you're just joining in now and didn't hear that, Thursday is going to be a chaotic... Okay, so Thursday is going to be a collab stream with Twitch ads being entirely part of the content. I am turning the ads all the way to max, and we are supposed to be doing basic... Well, it's going to effectively end up as a Whose Line It Is Anyway ad edition. Because myself and my collab partner will have to react to the ads like an old school 1990s telemarketing thing, or infomercial for that. And we're gonna have no idea what you're seeing on your end for the ads, and yeah. So it's gonna be chaotic and ideally, hopefully, interesting and funny. But let me pull up what the ad manager is right now on Twitch so that I can actually explain just how awful the ads can actually end up being, so people know sort of what to expect on that day of ads. So like I said, currently I have it set up as 3 minutes every hour, with pre-rolls being able to run during the first 10 minutes. What time's the live stream? I don't know specifically the time that we're going to be doing it, but it will be after 3 p.m. Central Time on Thursday, so 4 p.m. Eastern. Let me just double check that. Yes, so 3 p.m. after 3 p.m. Central Time is when the stream will be. And yeah. So if I go through and take the ads from a minute, actually, so here we go. I'm gonna raise the ads per hour from 3 minutes to 22 minutes and 30 seconds worth of ads per hour. So that's almost half of that. That's what it's, I haven't saved anything, so ideally that should not change anything right now. It runs a 3-minute ad break every 8 minutes. If we do it, yeah, it's a maxing out the ads is a 3-minute ad break every 8 minutes. Dear God, that's gonna be... Okay, let me see if I can lower that. Nope, maxing out is 3 minutes of ads every 8 minutes. So let me move this back to that. Okay. Interesting. If I go to... All right. Okay. Well, I know that, I don't know if it matters, but I don't really get ads, normally audio only, so ads don't run apparently. Yeah, so if you're audio only, I don't think you're gonna end up getting ads, so yeah, there's that. It's gonna be interesting, I think. I don't know how to feel about... I'll have to look at it offline, because 3-minute ad breaks every 8 minutes, that is a... If I could do shorter than that for like a minute and a half every 4 minutes, or say like 45 seconds every 2 minutes, that could actually be funnier. It would be a lot of ad breaks. We're just gonna end up having to see how that goes. Let me message.
An der Bar noch ein Bier, die Rhabarberbarbaren und der Barbarbier. Und aßen dazu bar jeder Barbarei ein Stück Rhabarberkuchen. Ich glaube, es waren 2. Ja, da wurden sogar ganz harte Männer nahbar. Und das alles dank Barbaras Rhabarber. 3 Barbaren und der Barbarbier saßen eines Abends an der Bar bei einem Bier. Da kam die Polizei, ja, wo wart denn ihr? 3 Barbaren und der Barbarbier.
There we go. Yeah, that I'm gonna have to figure out how to, I don't even know what we would title that stream as, to be perfectly honest, because I want to end up making something like infomercial-like for that day, but I have 0 ideas at all for how the, oh shit, my messing with the ad stuff actually did screw up the, ad. I mean, okay, it'll ideally fix itself on this, but I should not have touched it while I was live, because that did bork the whole thing. Oops. Nothing I can do about it now, but yeah, okay. Let me hit the bathroom and I will be right back.
You can't whispers in the rain, reflections glitching in my brain. Chased by names I used to know, still feel her voice beneath the coat.
Neon blood beneath my skin, half of me still locked within.
Was I the shadow or the spark? Rev the engine, light the dark.
I'm not your ghost, I'm your rewrite, a voice reborn inside the night. You tried to cage what you became, but I burned through every frame. Synthetic soul, torn apart,
Stitch the wires, restart the heart.
split in two, but still aligned.
Glitch by glitch, we override.
Racing faith through steel and flame.
We are one, but not the same. No more fear, no more control. Ride the night with a synthetic soul.
Skyscraper pulses, city moans. I'm the echo in the chrome. Born from fire, bred in fight. I dance between the wrong and right.
Your hands built this hollow skin, but I shape the truth within. You wear doubt, I wear flame. I don't need your face or name.
Still I see you in the stream. Half a nightmare, half a dream. But when the pulse begins to climb, we drift as one outside of time. Synthetic soul, torn apart.
Stitch the wires, restart the heart.
Split in two, but still aligned.
Glitch by glitch, we override.
Racing faith through steel and flame.
We are one, but not the same. No more fear, no more control. Ride the night with a synthetic soul.
Rewrite the protocol. I am you. Override sequence accepted. Alexia. Moi-Voss. Synthetic soul, no more disguise.
Rebuild truth behind these eyes.
One name now, forged in fire.
Alexia's voice rising higher.
Lights go red, systems scream.
We ride the code, we own the dream. Steel or skin, we're in control. Racing free with a synthetic soul.
joke, you fake. Learn your scars in silent tells and wear your voice like wedding bells. You thought you knew your crew last night, but one of them was never right. When you find my card, too late to run. You've already shaken hands with none. That wasn't me, but I saw you there. Your voice, your face, you weren't anywhere. How many did he wear? I am the ghost, the glitch in the frame. I leave a card, but never a name. Step through the smoke, become the disguise. I borrow your soul and leave you the lies. Not a friend, not a foe, just the echo you play. The mask behind the fame. I am the myth they all chase in vain. No face, no name.
Through mountain wind and falling snow, the night was burning red below. They left him there, said hope was gone, but one rose up to carry on. No orders held his heart in chains. No fear could pull him from the flames. He scaled the ridge through fire and ice to pay the cost, to roll the dice. Al-Qaeda's guns were set and tight, but still he charged into the fight through thigh-deep snow, through bitter air. A single soul alone up there. Final stand with no retreat. One man rose through lead and sleet, blood and fire, sky and stone. He paid the price, but he did not die alone. First to strike and last to fall, he held that slope against them all. In silence loud as thunder's hand, Chapman held the line and made his stand. He cleared the bunker, steel in hand. Close combat in a no man's land. One enemy fell, then two, then three. He fought for more than victory. But mortars cracked and bullets screamed, and red snow flowed through shattered dreams. Still wounded, crawling, breath turned raw. He rose again and faced the on high, Takurgai but he bled alone in white, so deep in flesh and bone. Yet from his post he called the skies. He would not yield, he would not die. Final stand in burning light. He bought their lives with all his might. Blood and fire, cold and snow. He made them pay before he died. Final stand, his valor sworn through battle torn and bloody dawn. He walks where silent heroes land. John held the line and made his stand.
All right, I'm back, everyone. Sorry, I had to really use the bathroom there. But that, and then I got back about halfway through that, the song Ghost on the Mountain there, which I like how that one turned out a lot, that it's probably one of the favorite ones I've made, and I even downloaded it to my phone so I could listen to it because it's apparently difficult to go from the file type with it being on the computer to allowing it to be in the iPhone library on your phone so that you can play it. But no, I liked how that one came out. For any of those that aren't familiar with that, it's a song that I made with the lyrics being based on John Chapman, who was killed in the line of duty back in 2004. Let me double check so I'm not wrong. 2002. Okay. Yeah, he was killed in the line of duty back in 2002. His actions that is it AI? Don't necessarily mind. I'm just curious. Yes. So the vocals were done through AI, and the initial part of the music I had made through Suno so that I could, because I was having difficulty getting the sound that I wanted, and so I got the initial sound off through Suno and then used FL Studios to kind of get the rest of it finished. But yeah, so the entire story behind the song is that John Chapman died in March 4th of 2002 on Tarkargar during an operation. He was Air Force Technical Sergeant or Master Sergeant. I think he was Tech Sergeant when he died, posthumously promoted to Master Sergeant for his actions there. It was the first instance of actions that led to a Medal of Honor end up getting captured on film. There was a drone that was flying over at the time at the location and caught the actions that led him to get his Medal of Honor, and ended up dying in the process of doing so. But they were charging up the mountain in blizzard conditions. Without going back and looking at my notes for it, I believe what had happened was that they dropped. You know what? Let me just pull up the notes on that so that I don't have it wrong with what I end up saying that happened here. Yeah, he was attached to SEAL Team 6 with that. It was Operation Anaconda. They flew in off of a Chinook and were coming under enemy fire. They had an individual that fell out of the helicopter, and it was Neil Roberts ended up dying there. Chapman ended up getting out of the aircraft helicopter, called in air support for another helicopter to be able to pick up Roberts and get them out of there. During the process of that, when they recovered Roberts, Chapman was charging enemy soldiers that were advancing to their position, and then took out the bunker. He ended up, during the process, getting wounded, and there was more direct fire happening that required the recovery chopper to leave, incidentally leaving Chapman there. They also thought that he had fallen, but he had just gone unconscious for a little while and then regained consciousness. There was another one that came through, and basically there was so much Al-Qaeda firing, crossfire going through there, that Chapman had basically cleared out several bunkers by himself through melee combat. And it was an hour, 20 minutes worth of combat that he was engaged in, with everything closing in on him. And then he ended up calling a airstrike into the area. He did, yeah. So everything that he did led to him getting the Medal of Honor. And yeah, it was, like I said, the first thing, like the first instance of actions leading to a Medal of Honor that were caught on video. I'd recommend actually going and watching it. It's fairly harrowing, but yeah, it's actually kind of a what he did was absolutely deserving of his medal. But anyways, let's get into some Dune, shall we? Because it is moving day. And I would like to see what I can end up doing at the moment with that, because there's still some work that I've got. I don't necessarily actually do stuff work to do on my base. Reminds me of the Gurkhas. Instead of them, surprised he didn't die of exhaustion in honor of melee fighting. Sounds like it should drop you from the effort alone. So he actually ended up, from what I understanding, ran out of ammo first, and then Al-Qaeda got to the bunker that he was at and started entering the bunker. So he was forced to, with bayonet and knife, fend the people off, and then he charged other bunkers because he saw other helos coming in and knew that if he didn't stop Al-Qaeda there, then those helicopters coming in would have suffered the same fate as the first one that he was saw go down went through. So he single-handedly fought off quite a number of people, Al-Qaeda forces, to ensure that the other helicopters were able to get out of there safely. But he also knew that he was not going to be making it out of that at all. There was, like, he was heavily wounded. It's pretty crazy. It's like, if you want to go through and read the congressional report for his Medal of Honor recipients, it's definitely something. Another crazy one is Roy Benavides, which I might actually, that electrician ended up doing a pretty damn good story, like breakdown of Benavides through that entire thing. Benavides did not get his Medal of Honor until much, much later, because the problem is that they were actually being honest in the report to Congress about his actions, and nobody could understand why they were constantly denying what he was doing. Because for one, he was west of Vietnam and not actually in Vietnam, and officially the U.S. was not doing had no operations going on in that area. Only heard of one other story like that before. Yeah. So yeah, with Benavides, because officially they were not in that area where they were in, and then the story for his Medal of Honor was so insane that Congress was like, yeah, this is not happening. He survived being disemboweled by bullets. No, he got shot by bullets. He actually had a bayonet disembowel him and puncture his lung. Come to find that it was his 6 hours of hell that he was running through, fighting it all. He should have died, and yet he didn't. It's insane because they found out afterwards that he went to go pick up the people that went to get the intel, and find out after the amount of helis that came through and mowing down the forest that it wasn't just they had stumbled upon a Viet Cong base. And so there were thousands of Viet Cong that they were fighting there for 6 hours. Which, as the fat electrician put it, is that it wasn't Benavides went to a Viet Cong battle. It's the Viet Cong brought an army to a Roy Benavides fight and still lost. Like, of a whole bunch of people, that is definitely one dude very determined, or like deserving of the Medal of Honor. All right, so let's go ahead and connect. Let me hop into VC with some of the other people that I'm playing with on this. I'm gonna have Discord muted, so I'll be talking to them. Y'all will not be able to hear them. So it's gonna be interesting. How's it going? FYI, I'm streaming, but I've got Discord muted. I mean, I can put y'all through to Discord, like the Discord audio through if y'all want, but I figured it's nicer to just have it just muted. That way you can say everything you want and I don't have to worry about it. Censor what's going through the Twitch? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm in the process. I did manage to get the I did manage to end up getting the rocket launcher before the thing happened or disappeared. So now I just need to sell it to the group. Okay. Because I used the one from the last one, so this one I can sell them the blueprint itself. I can make the rocket if they want me to make it for them. Okay. Oh, it does? Okay. That's strange. Huh. Yeah. Yep. So the event going on today is making the sandworms far more aggressive and far more terrifying. Like, they're in Haga Basin, they're just breaching constantly.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yep. What's glitched? Ah. Yep. Ooh, yeah, I don't think I've got that issue right now. Yeah, that just happened to me. Okay, now I did get out. I'm leaving that. Okay. It was a ship that just crashed, and I'm not going back to it. I'll go to the missile launchers for the cargo on those. Devil, this is Dune Awakening. I did have the glitch earlier, though, that was making it to where the Chome person was not at the locations. No, he wasn't at Pinnacle Station. Nope. I saw that there, but there was nobody there. I don't know, but he was not there because there's one at Pinnacle Station, there's one at Anvil, and Griffin. And when I scan the rocket thing, I can't seem to open up the computer. Oh, there it now does. Oh yeah, so the power did go off on my base, so I'll have to do some repairs. Yep, I did not have enough for it to last the amount of time that I was gone. It's not bad, so it seems like it's only maybe a day or so that it had been unpowered, but the assault was almost destroyed. Yeah, because the wings were completely destroyed. The chassis was almost destroyed. No, I did not. Yeah, there was the chassis was like I was able to repair it to where it's working again. It just that was it was beat to hell. Waiting for the textures to load in. There we go. Well,
If you seek gainful employment, I have some exciting possibilities for you. There are numerous tasks for which our downships turret in place. Intel suggests a radical group. As you will. What would you like to discuss?
I need more combat. I need Chome cargo. Okay, that's kind of easy enough to end up getting. What is the spice mask manufacturer? Is it the survival crafter or the regular crafter? All right. Because I think that also does boost the amount that you collect from both the compactor and the harvester. I think so. I'll go make it and then check. Yeah, I've got 3 or 4 of those rocket things like right next to my base. Okay. Yeah, when I was on earlier, okay. Yep. Okay. Because I think we get, what, 2 per one? Okay. Christina, thanks very much for the raid. Holy crap. Let me see if I can end up doing... where's my... Hope you had a really fantastic stream there. Where is my... I'm gonna be up for quite a while. For those unaware, I'll be talking to people in Discord, though my current is like the people in my Discord are talking in my ear, so if I'm a little bit distracted while I'm talking, it's because of that. I have them muted, so I'll talk to them, but you won't hear what they're saying. How's the grind? Well, it's going pretty good. I've got the Chome event that I'm going through. I'm trying to figure out where the spice mask is, which I've got the other people in my group that are currently in the process of moving everything from the deep desert back. Where is the spice mask? Did I not... and I appreciate all the new followers. For everybody new to this, like, my name's Alexia. I'm a Fox shapeshifting VTuber. I also, y'all missed the first entire hour where I was talking about a little bit of the dance competition that I just got back from, and that I will be going to another one in Cincinnati next. What? Didn't know that you had a own Discord. Yes, I do have a Discord server. I don't know if I can't link it in YouTube, but yeah. So earlier, before everybody got here, I was in the stream was talking about the fact that I just got back from a dance competition, and I'll be going to another one next week, and then the following week, and the week after that, and then the week after that. I've got a major one in the UK that I'll be going to in the beginning of October. And I am actually in the process of trying to get a lot more dance-related content into my stream stuff. Where is it Where's the spice mask? There it is. It is under aluminum products, and it is under combat. So that puts it under... which crafter is it gonna be under? Is it here? It does... No, it's not there. Which one is it under? It's nice to meet you. Hate to raid and run. No, absolutely. You just finished up your own stream, so by all means, go get some rest, get some food, do whatever you need to do. I am not one that gets offended just by the fact that you raided and dipped out. I mean, that's after you ended up getting shapeshifting fox. So I'm pretty sure that's a Japanese fox spirit. That was the reason why I made the character in Shadowrun in the first place, was as a fox shapeshifter with a kitsune as the idea behind it when I saw that, and then adding the spirit pact into it for that same reason. Okay, so it's clearly not here. It must be somewhere else. Cat, what do you want? Alright, so it's not in... Which crafter is the, is it this one? Or is it maybe the garment crafter? Left tab? Okay. Oh, I just missed that. Garment fabricator, left tab. Okay. I need more plant fibers. I need a bunch of plant fibers. Alright, Cat, I am about to move you because you are right there on my mouse. If you want, get up there. Okay, you're deciding to go out. Alright, now I need to remember, because I made it so confusing to get... Might end up doing some spice runs later tonight before the reset happens. Got a number of hours here before we have to worry about that. Is this my exit? Yeah, it is an exit. Oh, because I've not actually shown my base at all yet with how this is one of the entrances that I've got. I went for a little entrance. I had basically deconstructed this base 2 or 3 times till I got to this. And yeah, it was... I'm one of those that I just like base building in general. Like, here's the other side of my base where I've got little walkways up. There's a balcony. This is my landing bays. There's another walkway there going up, and then in there is all the blood products. Let's see if I can... So, like, here is all my blood refining. So got the advanced blood death stills. I don't need to put any water in there right now because I'm maxed out, and that is only the half of what I currently have available. Or it's maxed for what I've got available right now, but it's half of what I have planned. I should have about 3 million water of possible at the end once I get everything built. I just have to end up getting a bunch of pumps. Oh yeah, I was sorry, I was muted on Discord because I got rated, but I was talking to chat. But yeah, no, I absolutely will be down to doing spice runs later. Yeah, I can end up doing that as well. I seem like the type that would enjoy RTS games. I absolutely do like RTS games. Okay. Right. I mean, I've run in the Harvester several times. Oh, that's very true. It's been very afraid in every second while running it. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice. Play the recent Terminator RTS. I've actually not played Terminator RTS. I have heard of Dawn of War 4, but I haven't even played Dawn of War 3 yet. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to put... I'm thinking eventually, should I end up getting rid of the smaller wind traps and just keep the big ones? Okay. So then I will eventually just expand this out some to allow me to put some more larger wind traps, because I think I can only fit like 2 or maybe 3 in this space if I get rid of the small ones. Especially with me going to be able to have, once I get the fuel pumps to finish out building the water storage. Dawn of War 3 is bad? Okay, I will have to keep that in mind then. Oh, I can never remember where I put my... There, here it is. Foxtails, if you're still there, does the spice mask increase the amount of spice you can pull when you're harvesting? That doesn't. What do you have to repair more now? Oh, so the update previously lowered the durability of them? That's not good. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah. I should probably delete that, that, because it's not needed anymore. You already have... Did you already get the blueprints for the... I'm assuming you already have the blueprints now for the desert base? Okay. But it'll be...
Identify yourself. There's someone here. Shield off. I require backup. Interloper.
Let me get this. Alright, aside from needing to get fuel cells, which are simple enough to end up getting, I just need to craft some spice fuel cells for the one that's at my base, and then I'll be... because I'm good on power right now for the next 7 days. How much refined spice do we have? I'm just curious. Okay. Because last time we had like 1,000. Oh, and it looks like for the next week we're going to have reduced refining costs. So that means even more spice. Right. Yep. Does it kick in tonight or after the server reset? Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay. No, it's not active just... Well, no. Yeah, it is active. Okay. Because the medium is only needing 563. Alright, so I'm needing basically 50 plastinium and then 900 spice to build the refinery in my base. Well, it's for building the structure still takes 1,000. Like building the refineries, the costs of that have not gone down. Nope, it only counts for refining materials. Yeah, but still, if it's cheaper to end up refining, then it's effectively cheaper to build. Oh, I need to build more wires to actually repair my assault. I'm wondering if I should build another survival crafter near the hangars. Okay, so I'm looking at the granite pieces of structure that I've got, and it's down to like 80%. So if that tells you anything about how long the power's been out. Okay. 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 So, not horribly long. It was long enough that my assault got beat to all hell. Like, yeah, the wings were completely destroyed. Oh, they did? Unfortunately. Oh, right. Yep. 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 And see, I'm the type on this type of game that I just like crafting, building, and doing my own shit. Let's get these wings repaired. Oh, there's something I should do because I didn't do that already. Where is it? There it is. Okay. That's not bad. All right, let's see how well I can harvest while I've got my camera right in front of me that's blocking most of what the worm sign indicator is, I think. I'm gonna be flying on the seat of my pants here. Reaper, Christine raided? Yes, she did. I appreciate you still being here from the raid. I was not expecting to end up getting raided by that, but hey, welcome to the stream. We are playing... Okay, so... Good. My worm sign indicator is not hidden by my phone. That was what I was concerned about. Did somebody already grab... Nope, it's right there. Or is that... Was that Spice there? I hope that was Spice. It looked like it was Spice. It is Spice. Fantastic. What's up, Pro Gamer? Hello, welcome in. I'm assuming you're probably part of the Christine raid, which, again, welcome. I can get... What is it? Oh, that's the wrong button. Is it 6 shots, pick them up, and then I've got to get BTFO. And all the missiles going off right now with the event makes it far more terrifying to be on the sand. And I've got the glitch on. Oh, that's interesting. Did it change? It shouldn't have changed. Oh, there's also Spice right there. Okay, I will finish harvesting this and get that batch as well. Why am I hearing music? I don't like that I'm hearing music. Just got on 40 minutes ago, not in the raid. Oh, well, then welcome in. Yeah, I got in the copter right at the right time. Alright. Thank you. Fuck right off. I don't want to deal with worm. Alright, come on. This is gonna be risking. Get the hell off the ground. Okay. Safe in the air. And it's in the radiation, I think, is... No Harkonnen's colors or skins, got it. Okay. Fair enough. True. Yeah, the Harkonnen structures are slightly bigger walls. Fuck, I can't see the radiation thing. Or am I just outside the radiation zone? Nope. Oh, yeah, it is just outside the radiation zone. Holy crap. Oh. Got all the rockets going off where I'm at, and I don't know whether I got high enough to reset the aggro or butt clinching. Oh, I'm not doing the, I'm getting spice plumes that went off. I am not ballsy enough to go after those ships. If it goes down immediately, I'll do it, but yeah, but I'm scared that I'm gonna be inside the thing when the worm breaches. God, I hate that. That's not just butt clenching. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Harkonnen's Dune equivalent of Trump? No. I would say that is worse. The Harkonnens are basically they are, I don't know what you would equate them to. I would say probably because here, Duralis, in Dune, what would you equate the Harkonnens? Because I can't remember what Frank Herbert was writing the Harkonnens to kind of be the embodiment of. You think feudal Japan? Because I would figure that with the way... Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because I was trying to figure, I figured like the fact that they basically turned Gidi Prime into a manufacturing planet and destroyed the ecosystem of the planet is, I wasn't sure what that would equate to. Yeah, I mean, I guess because Herbert did add in a lot of multiple type of things into everybody. Is there any other spice field that is currently up in the area? Nope. Okay, it's too far west or east. No, that was west. And I crashed into a mountain. Interesting. The sky's kind of cleared up now in Haga, so it's not like the leading Coriolis sand effect. Way to get rid of those blue and yellow outlines. Go where it says customize. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I just haven't been doing more of the or looking for spice plumes at the moment, so I have not bothered with messing with it. Because I'm right now checking the basin for any other active spice fields, and then I'm gonna head to the base, and then I'll deal with the graphical glitch of the outlines here. I think I've pretty much gotten the only 2 fields that are currently active in the basin. Might be doing a spice run tonight before the server goes down with some of the guildies, because we have a thing worked out where we should be able to run okay. Oh, that would be... having extended storage on the assaults would be so much better. I'm assuming that the rocket pods on the ground in the basin cannot actually destroy your thopter. Well, that sounds like a personal problem. Maybe you should have a smaller head. Yes. Oh yeah, so I was telling my chat earlier that on Thursday I'm going to be doing a collab with another VTuber for because people complain about the ads on Twitch a lot, so we're doing an Thursday collab stream at 3 p.m. Central, where we're going to be running it like the old PBS Donathon infomercial things, and I'm turning the ads all the way up to the max. Turns out that would be 3 minutes of ads every 8 minutes. Yeah. But we're making the ads part of the content, so it's going to be like a whose line it is it anyway, and we have no idea what the other people are going to be seeing for their ads for that stream, so it's going to be even more hilarious because everything's out of context. Alright, let's go offload that spice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I'll deal with the outlines here in a second. You put it in the wrong spot. I need chemical refinery. Let me go deal with that graphical glitch now. Let's actually go out this way will get me... No? Where did I... Okay. I know I had built in on one spot up here the extension to over there. Right. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, I have... Okay. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Right. Alright, let's go ahead and get this graphical glitch taken care of. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna go get a bit of that to build the last few things.
A large sandstorm is approaching. Oh, you're being distracting. I was gonna say there's a half-built ornithopter in the thing, but it was just, it hadn't loaded in yet. Okay, so you said take everything out of the bins up in the thing. Alright. I'm running one run of the spice because there was 7,500 that was in the storage here. I did a run of the spice in the base because there was 7,500 in the storage, or 7,570. There was 7,500 spice at the base and the basin, so I went ahead and ran a load. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Basically, we're needing at least this week to build up to where we're not needing yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. I'm wondering, after this, well, do we want to end up having a base next week after the reset that's pretty much just going to be like the water collection base? Like we set up, we have the main one in the desert that we'll be doing that, everything out of. Do we want to set up like a second one that's just going to have like a whole bunch of water tanks, so that we can use that to collect the water, store it, and then when we run out, we can just run right next door and grab more? And right. Mm. Right, I was just thinking, like, if we, especially over this week, if we get a lot of spice runs, even with the reduced in resource cost, it'll chew through the water pretty quickly, especially for making the plastinium. And I was just thinking, like, we could have a secondary small beef out there that's nothing but water storage and processing. That way we don't have to necessarily run back, and we can just run across and potentially double or triple. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing, is that getting the industrial pumps to do that. Yep. Yeah, if there were more places to get the pumps, that's kind of also the reason why I'm thinking of doing that, is like slowly build it up, that as we go on, we'll have the pumps out there, or it's like already stored, and so we can just easily do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pumps. Ah, okay. I need to figure out something that I can end up doing so I know which direction I need to go in this main center on my base, because confusing. That, and I also have to reorganize my storage because it's even more confusing at the moment. Alright, now, what is my power at? I was almost maxed out my power. Hey, Natalie, thanks for the follow. Come on. There we go. Am I excited for the DLC? I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. Just ran out of plastinium. And I still got a bunch of these left to build. Okay, I need advanced machinery. Let's build all those. That'll at least give more of that, and do that. Now I won't have to worry about the fuel for a while. I just need to get more. What am I need a radiated slag. Okay, so I'll have to go get more of that. Can turn this one off right now. Let's move you right here. There we go. Yep, that'll work for right now, and then I can place the advanced garment filter or fab right here. Okay, that hasn't finished. Although not necessarily needed anymore because I got that. I just need to get a bunch of the industrial pumps because I don't have enough to get all my water storage up online. Hey, Meowly. Thanks for the resub. What's up, Meowly? How's it going? Alright, so finally got that in place. So now I can go just store up the spice and I don't have to run it through these small ones anymore. Swamped with assignments? Yeah, it can get like that. I also need cobalt paste. Actually, now that I've got the... Oh. Well, there's still blood in there because it, maxed out that, so... I've got a lot more water storage than I really know what to do with at the moment. Is this like Stardew Valley? No, it's not. It's more like Conan and Ark, but in the Dune universe. Alright, I'm heading to the desert. Oh, there's nothing out in the to get in the desert? That's what I'm gonna go do because, yeah. I've got the large refinery now built at my base, along with both of the refineries. Not that the small and medium are needed anymore, but I'll still have them there just for the aesthetics. Which zone should I enter from? Left or right? Like A2, A3? So is it like only the crawler, or is all the equipment and everything gone from the desert base? I got the glitch from logging in that put me in like debug mode. I hate when that happens. Is it... So it's still bugged? So what zones are the spice fields in? Like the big ones? Alright, let's boost ourselves out this way, but they did say that there's nothing left at the base. I mean, it is moving day, so... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's bugged. With the rapier? It's with the rapier? What, melee? Oh. Did the island basically end up being in the same spot this time? I thought it was D2 last time. Oh, for the last reset. Okay, so the one before that I was here for was D2. Basically the same exact setup. Yeah, I'm here. Oh, this actually looks way nicer than the last time. Yeah, this definitely ends up working out a lot better with having just gotten that little bit of a boost up. Spice. Survival. Ah, okay. Okay. And then I'm sure you're gonna kind of change it a little bit on the next time to allow for 2 of the refineries. Still figuring it out. Okay. And what zones had the large fields? Oh. Why is my map completely open, like, from the last time that I came through here? That's weird. Like, my deep desert map did not reset. Nope, but I'm saying, like, the uncovered fog of war is still the exact same, uncovered stuff from the, week before last. Yeah, it's weird. Like, it... there's a medium field that just blew. Oh, nope, it was a small. Never. Coriolis is hitting soon. Yeah, Natalie, I was just basically coming out here to do a check for some spice before the reset. We've still got a couple hours, I think. How long do we have till the storm actually hits, or the reset happens? I think. Yeah, I figured it should be like around 2 my time, I think. Okay, then that would be 5 a.m., but I could have sworn that it's shut down earlier than that before. Right. Yeah, I'll just do a checkout in I-1, see if a field is up, and grab the spice. if there's no field up, then I'm just gonna fly back to the base and just fly around trying to find the spice around there. Yeah, I just don't know where it might be. Has that been blowing constantly this last week? Has it been blowing its load all over the place? Oh, I found a medium field. There's no need for me to go to the large. Good, I can get a full load of my Thopter. I'm currently grabbing spice. I can probably get rid of a lot of the useless stuff in my inventory to increase what I can carry on spice. It's your fault. Oh, I am so glad that I decided to get in my Thopter when I heard the music for the worm. It wasn't the breach, but it went right onto the spice field I was on. And I'm pretty sure that when it's even when it's swimming around there, it can destroy you. I think the head... so definitely pay attention to the audio. Well, that's what he just did, and I saw that the thing was getting a little bit more squirrely. So I hopped in, and sure enough, it was swimming right through where I was just at. See, it was just under 3 full stacks that the assault is currently able to carry. Okay, so if I have my own inventory right, I should be able to carry 3 full stacks. $700, yeah, 700-800. Yep, it's time for me to fly because he's about to breach. And I need to reload. Oh, I called it. Got in the air just as he breached. Really? So 3 times pick up, 3 times? Good to know. I will start doing that. Because I knew you could do about 18 shots if you hit 6 each time. I mean, if you're not having to waste the fuel going up and down all the time, that's actually speeding you up. You were saying if you already compact mounds, what? Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta fly because he's swimming underneath me. Oh. He is swimming around this a lot more, though, so... What's the question? I did not know. But I've also not customized any vehicles, so I hadn't figured that out yet. Alright, I'm just about got a full load from this. Oh! He breached. Alright, so this will get me all the spice that I can carry, which is good because my compactor also needs to be repaired after this. That's 3 piles that I can't pick up. Oh well. Don't quite have 3 full stacks. That's a shame. I'm surprised that an announcement of the storm coming has not been made yet. At the top of the hour? Okay. So we got 15 minutes before the next announcement. Alright, let's get back to the basin. I think we can make another run through the basin for spice, and then that will be our first run through the large refinery that I just got built. That means that I can start storing up the spice to build the large ore refineries. And yeah, much closer now to getting to where I'm wanting that base to be. Wonder why I was drifting that way. I was checking some things out off the What are y'all currently looking for? Are y'all doing the ships? Now that dropped a bit of my weight, but I've got 734 spice in my inventory that's not in the thing, so I think that's pretty much almost the cap of what I can carry. When does the Chome event end? Okay, so basically we got one more day of it. I just realized something. I should... at least swap that. Okay, so I guess I'm sometimes lagging. At least the model's lagging a bit sometimes. And Wormbert. Might be because of the fact that the account that I have to play this game on doesn't have V-Bridger, so it lags a little bit of the tracking. Alright, let's go drop our spice off and then go check for spice. Well, let's also get some of the cargo. The turret statue. Oh, so it's not that big. Oh, okay. Right. So it's just a desk decoration. God, I'm definitely gonna have to take a day to go through and reorganize my storage. I'm 100 shy of 20 or 7,500. Wow. Yeah. Oh. There we go.
Sector weather alert. Alarm
Okay,
stands.
3 hours till the storm hits. How many cargo do we get from the ships? Two to four? Okay. Where at? It might have been me. Maybe. No, I'm already back. Well, that ship just crashed, and I am definitely not going to it because the worm just went underneath it. Alright, I guess I'll go back to it then. Alright, looted that ship. Well, worm just ate the ship I was at. It did not stay there. I did finish it, yep. Oh, okay. God, there's worm sign all over the place with where I'm at right now. They're just popping up everywhere. No, I was in the middle of Haga, like between where the quicksand is and the drum sand, and all of a sudden there's just like 4 worm signs on all directions. Speaking of fuel, I'm gonna have to go through the shoal for the irradiated slag. I'm surprised I also didn't come across any spice blow. I'm not in Florida. Is that spice that I'm seeing all the way over there? Or is that just graphic shadow? It is spice. No, wait. Stupid dune shadow, it wasn't spice. It was like, I was just far enough to where you would see like the spice, and it was in just the right shape for it to, but it was the dune shadow. All right. I am going to go ahead and end things for the night here. I do appreciate everybody for having stopped by. I appreciate the raids greatly. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow as well, probably around the same time. Like I said, on Thursday I've got the collab with Trua, which we are going to be doing the parody of the PBS Donathons infomercial stuff with the Twitch ads maxed out, which is going to be 3 minutes of ads every 8 minutes. It's going to be cursed. It's going to be horrible for that regards, but we're doing that because I think it's going to be hilarious for how we are going to act out the whole infomercial thing with the ads. It'll be interesting because everybody's got their own targeted ads, and even if we end up pulling up the stream to look at and all that and watch, the ads we'll see are not going to be the same ones that y'all will see. So because we are integrating the ads as part of the content for that particular stream, I'm not going to be multi-streaming, and I would recommend specifically for that to turn the ads on for the full experience. I don't know how it's going to go. It could be funny, it could be cursed, it's definitely going to be out of context for any of the VODs, clips, or anything that's going to happen. So I think it's going to be fun. I need to work on some of the art for that, for putting up on Twitter to promo the particular stream. But that's going to happen on Thursday, sometime after 3 p.m. Central US time. Not exactly sure the exact time table for that, but it will be after 3 p.m. So it's going to be a fairly late stream. I don't think we're going to be doing it for that long, maybe an hour or two at max, because I think that's all that's going to be able to be tolerated for that. But yeah, tomorrow I will probably see if I can do some of the ballroom content from the competitions, going over some of the videos and stuff that I did manage to get, some commentary on what I saw with some of the videos that I purposely ended up taking what I could so that I can try to use it for some of the content here to explain things and all that. But yeah, that's going to be the next couple of days. Let me see who is available that we can raid on out to. Let's see if I can... Let's see. Nope. All right. Let's see. Can we raid them? Yes, we can. Here we go. Here we go. This is going to be our raid message. Oh, come on. We'll just do that. There we go. Why is that not? Yeah, there we go. That's why it's... Alright, now I've got it. There we go. So here's our raid message. We'll raid out into Tricky Wee. Again, I appreciate everybody for having stopped by, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. And for the collab on Thursday, hope to see everybody again, because I think that's going to be pretty funny. Until then, bye everyone.